All right.
So Dank is just too strong.
Understandable. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, this is, I mean, and of course Sir Dank has like a plethora of experience against Falcos, being from Chicagoland. I mean, there's, you know, Eclipse, there's Fear, there's, I mean, there's just so
just
many.
Eclipse and Cypher is like
Yeah.
a solid amount of experience already. And Dice from Michigan, he's only played Sir Dank. That's like the only really good Captain Falcon that he's played against, you know? So it's hard for him to like kind of match that matchup experience.
Yeah.
But to an extent, it doesn't really matter, because if you have Captain Falcon practice and then you play Sir Dank, it's one of those he's one of those players where matchup experience is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting him to play Captain Falcon, and then he plays Sir Dank. It's just different. It's a different breed entirely. So we're going to see if Dice can keep the momentum going from the last set that we played, or if Sir Dank can tap into some of what he used to have, as 57% gets tacked on in the blink of an eye.
I just checked the stats. The Michigan Regional is actually the only time these two have played against each other.
Yeah, I thought so, but I didn't want to say that with any type of conviction.
I was honestly surprised. I would have thought, you know, I feel like I've seen both of these players at the same events, like at least a decent amount over the last year.
Yeah, I mean, they're so similarly ranked in their region, right? Dice in Michigan, Sir Dank in Chicago. I think they're both, like, they both hover from that 5-1 area, you know what I mean? You'd expect them to play at regionals more often, but I think Sir Dank just hasn't been to Michigan very much, right? You know, he comes every now and then when it's possible, but it's kind of a long drive as the forward air gets it done for Dice.
Yeah. This is a theoretically good matchup for Falco. Most Falcos would probably put this in like a +1 category. You have a lot of ways to combo. Such a tall character. Up tilt is always going to hit Falcon. You can edge guard fairly consistently against this character. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going for you, but of course Falcon has the ground game, has the ability to burst onto you, and
that's exactly what I was going to say. The one thing that makes it hard for Falco in this matchup is that Captain Falcon does have that grounded burst range that is often very hard for Falco to deal with. He just kind of out-moves him in the like grounded mid-range. But so far, Dice has been able to negate that very well with up tilts, F tilts, forward airs. He's been doing everything in the mid-range. As off-stage, it might not matter. You lose your jump, Sir Dank up tilts you. And that's the stock. You got to be careful with those side Bs, sir.
Oh my goodness. You cannot go for a lazy side B there. Sir Dank will catch you slipping. It's such a low effort and low risk option, too.
Yeah, like why not throw it out, even if he's not going to side B?
Right.
As that up tilt in the back air doesn't work out. Phenomenal DI from Sir Dank to avoid it. The up throw into up air is certainly going to get it done. DI be damned as Dice is able to even up this game at one stock apiece.
Yeah, as mixable as that DI is, I think you were dead at that percentage regardless.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Especially with how high up Dice got. You got hit by the laser of the up throw. I think it's just wraps at that point.
Yeah, you have to be able to DI that, which is like anytime that Falco throws, you kind of have to be prepared to DI in or DI down.
Yeah, exactly.
At that percentage, anyways.
It's got to be one or the other. As Dice is making some moves right now, is able to get a huge lead. Forward air doesn't get it done. Up tilt's going to trade with Falcon kick. Fortunate break there for Dice as the approach with the fair has been super consistent for him to cover that mid-range burst option that we were worrying about.
High percentage on Sir Dank. This is up tilt back air percentage, I think, but not from center stage. Oh, it's DI mix percentage, though. Oh, my goodness.
I was taking a break in my speech and like waiting for Sir Dank to like land and kind of reset neutral, and then Dice just took it.
Yeah,
okay, Dice.
I was like, oh, it's a grab. Okay, we got some more damage. We're going to get some stage advantage. And then the game ended.
Yeah, right, exactly. So this tells me that's 2 stocks in a row where Sir Dank gets killed off a DI mix-up on the up throw.
Yeah.
Sir Dank just needs to not get hit by that. You know what I mean? Like, not to hit you with some level 1 analysis, but like, don't get hit by up throw up there.
Yeah. Like, I think you just DI in and then just keep holding in on the drift, and then you're going to DI in whenever you get hit by the up air, and you're already going to be on the left side of the up air, so then you're going to keep DIing in and hopefully survive anyways. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Falco is that like with the amount of times you have to play against him to understand which way to be DIing always and how precise DIing is, it can be tough to get it right. And your first few times playing against the Sama Falco that goes for different combos than what you're used to. As Dice already off to a whole lot of percent. Again. Oh. Watch out.
Not going for anything aggressive here. Able to get back to stage. Nice little up tilt. Drag down combo, and an up air is going to come out, and that is going to kill.
Yeah.
Too high up, man. Making these ceilings look real short on PS2.
Yeah, and on the platform, it doesn't matter.
Right,
you're just dead there. If you get grabbed by Falco on that platform, good DI or not, you're just going to lose your stock. And Sir Dank only able to get a jab out of a punish side B on shield. That should have been a much larger punish, but Dice is able to live and fight another day, 114%. That falling fair on a disadvantage is great.
Yeah, just throw out the up smash. I mean, there's no way that none of Dice's aerial approaches are going to beat Falcon up smash, and you will kill it 114%. So you can see Dice going for some short hop openings, but the nice shield grab, Sir Dank gets advantage and is holding the stage down, and then threw it all away with the Falcon dive.
That's a nice F.
Oh! Ow! Oh.
Dice just keeps taking stocks at a blink of an eye. The forward air to pressure and the down air to cover the low recovery. Just all options on deck covered for Dice. It's been really good for him so far, and now this is exactly what happened last time they played. Game 1 was a little bit close, and then Dice started to run away with it. Sir Dank needs an answer, and soon.
That was a very interesting Falcon dive, drifting back and catching the very last couple of frames on Dice. Trying to get back to stage the roll. Okay, dash attack actually missed the roll, expecting a neutral get up, but Sir Dank said, yeah, just dash attack again this way.
Yeah, exactly. And that up B that you gave attention to earlier is something Sir Dank loves to do. That up B out of shield to catch jumps or to catch just empty hops, anything like that. Sir Dank loves to throw those out. Dice has actually not gotten hit by as much as we see most players do against Sir Dank, just because you're so not ready for it. It's like, why is Captain Falcon up being here? And Dice with another F smash. 3 quick stocks for him. A really good game. Low 2 stocks.
It was a very fast game, too. I'm not really sure what the adaptation here is for Sir Dank. Like we said, this is kind of a difficult matchup for Captain Falcon to begin with. I think you probably, as counterintuitive as it is because you are such a fast character, I was going to say you probably want to go to a different stage than PS2. I like Town and City for a couple of reasons. It remains to be a long stage. You have a good few options to kill off the side, which, yes, can benefit Falco, but being able to play around such a long, flat stage will enable Captain Falcon to avoid a lot of Dice's approaches. But Dice just runs the entire distance of the screen and has no issues at all.
Oh, no. 55% already, as Sir Dank has not found any opening to speak of in these first 15 seconds. Dice racking up the damage pretty quickly. Sir Dank able to get back onto the ground and look to use those burst options that Falco can have a hard time dealing with. A couple of up airs. Sir Dank put himself back in the game. Down air, back air would have killed there. That was terrifying for Dank.
Sir Dank is trying to overpressure here, which does not benefit the Town and City stage selection. You want to be going for frame traps. You want to be playing for the stage positioning for the most part, but Dice is only playing the corners or advantage state.
Yeah, and he's been playing those corners so well. It's been hard for Sir Dank to find much mileage. But off stage now is Dice. The landing knee, very effective off stage for Sir Dank. The back air doesn't get it done. Great air dodge for Sir Dank, able to stay alive. Up B, not quite going to get it done, but that's that very potent Raptor boost we were talking about. And the back air gets it done. Good stuff for Dank, able to take a lead here after a rough game too.
It's a weak back air. The fingertips just took that stock.
Big time.
Sir Dank is playing very nicely right now, though, holding down stage. And yes, backing up. I love this. Backing up and not getting hit by some of Dice's reversals and just holding the stage. Dice has no way to approach you so quickly on this long stage unless you whip an up smash. Yeah,
the reversals from Dice have been very consistent, very common. So I love the space from Sir Dank, but a great back air from Dice to get it done. Even up the game at 2 stocks apiece here.
There's another piece of this matchup we haven't talked about much, and it's that both of these characters have absolute trash out of shield options. They're all really bad. But here's the thing. Falco's Nair out of shield is the fastest option, and it doesn't usually hit most characters, especially from behind. Captain Falcon is tall enough, though, that it hasn't been as big of an issue for Dice.
Yeah, Captain Falcon does have the up B that Sir Dank likes to use a lot. It's not so much of a great out of shield option as much as it is like a jump or a neutral something catch. You know what I mean? It's just gonna catch you sleeping in that short burst distance as he's trying to do there. But Dice is ready for it. Catches it out pretty early, and now Dice is bringing this game back a little bit. Sir Dank couldn't free up the kill. 150%. Dash attack is going to get it done, but not before Dice could bring it right back.
The cross-up underneath and then the push back on the dash was really nice done from Sir Dank.
Very smart indeed. Now catching with a few lasers. Dice trying to attack on percent. Put Sir Dank within that kill confirm window, and he did that. Up tilt in the up air. Not going to get it done with the high ceilings. Great DI from Sir Dank on the second one as well.
Oh, that's a little scary of a position. Quick mash.
I'm assuming Sir Dank didn't need to grab. Otherwise, he probably would have thrown a little bit sooner. Up throw, just looking for a follow-up. A nice read there for Dice, but not even close to killing it off the top. It's going to be down tilt City right now. 169. Dice is going to have to look for a stray hit, and the forward air is going to be more than enough.
So Dank's wanting to get these Falcon dives, and it is a really good option because it forces Dice to not shield or jump whenever they fall with an aerial. Like, you have to either roll or just dash back, which is super, unconventional option for Falco to be going for to begin with. I guess you could spot dodge too, but Dice is just holding down the stage now and is about to even this up. Dank finds it back onto the ground, gets some dash.
Yeah, great turnaround up tilt for Dice to tack on some extra damage. And now 121%. That's gentleman kill percent. That's going to get it done. Dank with the jab to take the game. And now down 1-2. Has a mountain ahead of him, but Dank is no stranger to climbing.
No. 2 rapid jabs into a gentleman to take that game. We're definitely going to be seeing a stage swap up here. I think Falco's totally fine on Town and City, to be clear. I think that there's not a real big issue here, but I'm imagining we're going to be seeing Smashville ban and we're going to be seeing Battlefield ban. So I'm going to guess that we're going to... Okay, we're going to go back to Town and City. That's fine. It's a run-back type game.
Okay. I do not see Dice go to Town and City too often, so I know that he's definitely trying to avoid Dank going to any sort of scarier position, right?
Yeah.
I think Dice also likes to use that space that we were talking about would, in theory, benefit Dank. You know, the lasers we saw in that last game doing pretty well. And Dice was able to kind of mix up when he was coming in and fading away pretty effectively and make it hard for Dank to keep up.
I'm wondering if Dank actually selected this stage last time for the exclusive reason that he kept dying to up throw up air.
Yeah, I mean, that literally could have been it. Yeah, and then he lived up throw up air like 5 or 6 times in that last game. So it could have been just that. As Dank had the platform lead, but wasn't able to get a punish out of it. Dice with a back air to send way off stage, 110% now on Dank. As the platforms, his only support system fade away from him, but he's able to surge right back, tack on a lot of damage. It's going to be about 100% onto Dice as he is now burdened with recovery.
Oh, that was a very risky Falcon dive. I think they expected that Dice was going to do neutral get up shield. Oh, that's fat.
It's a great Falcon kick. Fat indeed. The up tilt doesn't connect. Dice kind of swinging for the fences right now, looking for any of these kill confirms to connect before he gets into that like 130, 140 range where nothing's going to work out. And down air, up air gets it done as Dice takes a little bit of a lead here in game 4.
Dice says, I can still kill you off the top. It does not matter what stage we're on.
Yeah, exactly. Falco's going to get it done. He can get up there. Could be a big combo on the side platform. Oh, I thought that might have been a grab into a down throw fair or something off the side as Dank is able to trade the stocks and keep it pretty close before Dice runs away with anything.
Definitely scary, but Dank just DI'd in, not afraid of getting continuously comboed, just did not want to die off the side at 40.
Yeah. And Dice has been doing a really good job avoiding these Raptor boosts in neutral. Hasn't gotten hit by any of them as far as I've seen. Just jumps right over it and tacks on big damage for it. Dank making him pay up tilt. No back air as well. Dank has had perfect DI for the up tilt back air. As much as we talked about his up tilt up air DI.
Dice trying to find footing again, but Dank is not giving up stage very easily, and that's exactly what we were hoping for on the original Town and City pick. Dice ran it back, and he's just going to play the platform shark. That does work out. Dank, you just can't go to those platforms.
Yeah, and Dice is playing super safe in advantage there. Just sat onto that platform, waited for Dank to land. He knew that he had to eventually. He has options no matter where he tries to go, and all of them worked out in Dice's favor just then. Great sequence there for him, and now Dank, again, the platform swept from under his feet. A metaphor for his support leaving him yet again. Dank is having a hard time just finding his way back on the stage and out of disadvantage. Dice has been too precise, too consistent.
That was beautiful. I'm going to cry.
Thank you.
I genuinely am tearing up a little bit. I've been watching This Is Us lately, and oh my god.
It's okay, don't worry, bro.
Anyways.
Dank might be crying too. He might be tearing up as well as he's down by a lot. A knee would feel pretty good for him right now, though. Puts him in the corner. The down throw nair gets it done. Wipe your tears up, Dank. The crying turns to smiles. He's doing well right now.
Very reliable way to kill there. Very lovely. I know Dank was getting a little bit impatient, was fishing for some really heavy win options. I love that dash back Raptor boost, but Dice just tosses out up tilt for free. Just says, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to throw out the up tilts. I don't care if I'm at disadvantage. I'm going to land on this platform, and you're going to regret ever going to this stage.
Gets it done. The tears return for Dank as he leans his head back in agony. Dice was able to clean up the W. Very good stuff from him. Dank took a game, though, so a little bit better than what we saw last time, as Dice is going to move on to winners semis.